Welcome to Vishesh Educational Videos. In this video, I'm explaining about navigation of class model. So if you want to know more about what is a class model, you can refer my video sample class model for a window workstation system. The link is in the description. Why we have to navigate the class model? Why we have to navigate the class model means we have to know how a data is flowing from one component to the another component. We have to move from one component to the another component to understand the data flow. That's why we have to navigate the class model. In this video, I will explain how to navigate in a class model. If you want to know more about the class model, please, the link is in the description. You can go through it, right? If you are not subscribed to my channel, please subscribe to my channel, right? To get the notification of my new videos, please click the bell icon, and please don't forget to like the video, and please don't forget to share the video with your friends. So first of all, I will directly move to the class model. This is the class model for managing credit card accounts, right? Here we have different classes like mailing address, credit card account, institution, customer, statement, transaction, and also we have cash advance, interest, purchase, fee, adjustment, and a merge. Here, first of all, I will just give the brief idea about the class model in this video. Here we have a classes. We have different classes. So in UML, how to represent a class means first compartment in this rectangular box will have the class name. Second compartment will have the attributes. For example, this is the first class, that is the mailing address, and this mailing address have the attributes address and the phone number. Attributes are nothing but a properties of a particular class, and they are going to tell about the class. They are going to give the details about the class. So here the credit card account class will have the attributes maximum credit, current balance, and multiplicity details are also there. Many credit card accounts can have one mailing address, or one mailing address can have many credit card account numbers. Star represents many. So institution, one account number I will have one credit card account associated with. You can see here. Customer will have the attribute name. So first compartment contains the class name, second compartment contains the attributes. If you have any operations, that operations will be there in the third compartment. So your transaction, every transaction will have one transaction number. One transaction will have one transaction number. And also along with that, here I used some inheritance also, generalization also. The generalization is denoted by the hollow arrowhead. This is the notation. Here generalization means subclasses can inherit the features of the superclass. Here my superclass is the transaction. So my subclasses are cash advance, interest, purchase, fee, and the adjustment. These are my subclasses. Same transaction date, amount can be inherited. Same attributes can be inherited by my subclasses like cash advance, interest, purchase also. For purchase also we need a transaction date. For cash advance also we need to know when is the transaction date. So they can inherit the same attributes of the superclass transaction. These subclasses can inherit that. So this is the simple details regarding the class model for managing the credit card accounts. Here in this video I am explaining navigation. I have to move from one class to another. Why to do that? How, first of all, how to move from one class to another, how to navigate from one class to another. See, navigation is important. Moving from one class to another is important because it lets you express the behavior of the navigation among the classes. We can see how a data is flowing from one class to another class. Navigation is also important because it lets you exercise a model and uncover hidden flaws and omissions so they can repair them. Here, if I move from one class to another class, I can see if any errors are there. I can discover the hidden errors. Hope you are getting, guys, right? If I want, once I discover that errors, I can repair them. That's why I have to move from one class to another class. That's why I need the navigation. How? First of all, you can perform navigation manually or automatically. Manually means what? Simply I can check without any problem, simply one class, next class, next class, like this. Manually I can check. But this is a tedious job. Why it's a tedious job? This diagram is a small diagram. You can easily move from one class to another class and you can check whatever you need. But if your diagram is a very huge one, very big one, manually, if you want to do the navigation, it will be a time consuming task. It will take more time. That's why instead of managing navigation manually, right, you can do it implicitly. That means automatically you can do it. How you can do it means you can do it using a object constraint language, OCL. OCL allows you to write the expressions. So based on the expressions that is written in the object constraint language, you can move from one object or one class to another class. Manually you can move. This is a simple diagram. Here you can manually move. But what if it's a diagram? What if a diagram is a huge one? Then manual navigation is not a good idea. That's why we can write some expressions. I will show that now, no worries. How you can write that expression means using an object constraint language, that is OCL. For example, how I can write expression means how many credit card account customer has. To check how many credit card account a particular customer has, I can write an expression. Based on that, I can check it. I will show it with the example, no worries. See. So I will give the object constraint language idea first. So object constraint language used to answer question pertaining to a class model. So obviously you can get the answer for any question you have. I already told you, right? How many credit cards account customer has, what transaction occurred in a time interval for a particular customer. You can check that. How you can navigate. I will explain now. See here. So syntax. What is the syntax to write the particular expression using a object constraint language means? See attribute syntax. Sorry. So attribute syntax, you can see here a credit card account number dot maximum credit. What it is the simple example. What it does here, I am using object constraint language. I have written a credit card account dot maximum credit. It will take navigate. How it will navigate means first it will go to credit card account class, then in that credit card account class it will select the maximum credit. See, it will take a credit card account object and finds the value of the maximum credit. Hope you are understanding. It will take the credit card account class. In that account class it will take the maximum credit attribute. Right? How we have to for example, what is the syntax for a collection operation is you have to use a arrow mark. I will show the example, don't worry. The syntax for a collection of operation is the source object collection followed by the arrow mark and then the operation. I will show that example, no worries. Along with that, in a OCL we have simple association. Association means the relationship between two classes. How you can show the relationship between the two class means you have to use the dot notation to traverse an association to a target end. I'll show that. I will show the example, no worries. Right? For example, see here I am using a dot. Here also I used a dot, right? A credit card account number dot maximum credit. See where you have to move. What is the relationship between a customer and a mailing address, that is shown by dot. Don't worry, I will take the example. Along with that, I have a qualified association also. So what is the qualified association means? Here see, I am using a attribute called qualifier. Here I am reducing the multiplicity. Though I don't want to confuse you guys. If you want to know more about qualified associations, the link is in the description. Here I will just give a brief idea. Here you can see this is the qualifier. This is the qualifier. Account number is the qualifier here. If you remove the qualifier account number, what happens? Many institutions will have many credit card number, one credit card number, but here instead of many, if I introduced account number, it will one account number will have one credit card account. Hope you are getting. One account number will have one credit card account. So these are like this is nothing but a qualified association. What I did here, I introduced a qualified account number. I reduced the multiplicity from many to one, right? So I can use qualified associations also. You can go through the qualified association. The video is in the description, link is in the description, and also it's in the playlist. And also I can use association classes, and also I can use generalizations. What is the generalization? I told you, right? This hierarchy, subclasses, superclasses. So just I will move to the example how to navigate using a object constraint language. I don't want to confuse you guys. For example, this is an example for what transaction occurred for a credit card account within a time interval. You have to check what are the how many number of transactions occurred for a credit card account within a particular time interval. You have to check the transaction for any credit card account. You have to check the transaction. You have to give some time interval. For example, from 18th August to 19th December, like that. You can give the time interval and you can check what are the transactions that are occurred for a credit card account. How you can do that means, see, you have to go to the credit card account class, see, credit card account class, next statement transaction, there you have to select the statement, then transaction. See, statement. From credit card account you move to the statement. After statement you move to the transaction. What you are doing here, you are navigating here, you are moving from one class to another class. Getting, guys? Right. See, next operation. What is the operation? I have to select where I am now. I am in the transaction class. I move to the transaction class. In the transaction class I have to select is the operation. That's why I am using the arrow mark. I explained here, operations are denoted by the arrow mark. See, so that's why I am selecting, this is the operation. That's why I am denoting the operation with the arrow mark. I am selecting where in a transaction I have to select, because I need a transaction details from a particular set of dates, from a range of dates. That's why I'm selecting in a transaction. See, date. In a transaction I'm selecting a transaction date. Getting, guys? Because I need a set of transaction for a particular date, range of dates. In that transaction date I can select a particular start date, because for example start date is 12th August. In the same transaction date I can select a end date, for example 13th December, like that. See, I can select the transaction date. See, from credit card account number I move to the statement, I move to the transaction, then I'm selecting the details of the particular transaction for a particular dates. Hope you're getting, guys. See how I moved from one class to another class using the OCL expressions, right? The above expression traverses from credit card account object to the statement and then to the transaction, resulting in a set of transactions. Hope you are getting. I showed it, right? I showed it. It will move from credit card, then statement, then transaction. In the transaction it will select the particular dates what you have given, and you will take the details of every transaction details. Every transaction details will be fetched. Right guys, hope you understood how to navigate from one object to the other object in the class model. Still, if you have any doubts, please post your doubts in the comment section. Thank you for watching the video.